This video is made possible by the following mad lads. All their awesome gear they supplied to me can be checked out in the description below. Hey guys, I'm fairly sure this is going to be impossible boy here, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa for another video. So in today's sim racing shitpost, I decided I'm going to try and do something that I've been putting this off for a while. It's been asked for a long time. That is to try and take the Redbull X2010 to the top of the Pikes Peak hill climb as quick as possible. So far I've tried this self-made challenge in the Porsche 919 Evo and the Formula 1 car from 2019, with the F1 car being the quickest time so far. And the time for me to beat is a 7 minutes 40.18. So if you guys aren't familiar, the Redbull X2010 is a fictional car which is essentially, well, it's a weapon. I can't think of another word to describe it. 1500 horsepower, more downforce than probably the entire F1 grid combined, and capable of going from 0 to 200 miles an hour in less than 10 seconds. So of course the perfect place to drive it is on a windy, bumpy hill climb circuit, right? No. As always, because I love feeling nauseous, I'm going to be doing this in virtual reality, in VR, to give myself the full experience of what it would be like to drive a grounded jet plane on a hill climb circuit, and see just how fast I can get up to the top of the Pikes Peak hill climb in the Redbull X2010. Now, just before I throw on the VR headset, I want to make a very quick point about this car, and that is that it has a very low steering angle. Now, what that means is that when I get to the top of the hill climb and start getting to some of the really tight hairpins, that I can't really make it round just by turning the wheel. So what I have to do is employ the old clutch kick and half spin technique to get round some of the hairpins. Now, it does look incredibly messy, but I assure you it is the fastest way around the hairpins. It's either that or just drive into the side of the mountain, which usually ends up with you being pinged off the edge. But anyway, let's go throw up in virtual reality, try and get a launch of that wheel spin. Very nice, and away we go then to take on the Pikes Peak hill climb in the frankly ludicrous Redbull X2010. Now, luckily for us, this first section is full of very fast, high-speed corners that like downforce, and as you can probably tell, this car likes downforce, so we can take a lot of speed through here. The speedo, which is just in the centre of your screen, I can't really even afford to look at it right now because of how fast they're going through these corners, is in kilometres an hour. So if you're not used to that, 1.6 kilometres equals 1 mile per hour, or somewhere roughly that. So 320 k's is 20 mile an hour, 160 is 100 mile an hour. So keep that in mind when you see how quick that number is increasing whenever I get on the throttle with my right foot. 1500 horsepower underneath my right foot in this thing, getting up to nearly 360 k's up to that section there. So yeah, incredibly fast indeed. Coming up to this really fun left-hander, always flat in a downforce car. As long as the line's right, the car actually slides through there. 330 k's on the apex I saw there. But the thing is, you're going so fast in this car, you kind of forget that it's very hard to slow down from that speed, even in this thing. So you have to be a little bit cautious. And speaking of cautious, first chicane coming up, easy. Nice wide arc through there. Make sure we don't have to use the clutch. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to have to do a bit of clutch kicking on this run, most likely, especially the hairpins towards the top of the circuit. They're a bit too tight, don't have enough steering angle to get around this car. Oh, a bit wide there. Luckily the downforce, or the fan element there, kept me on the ground. But for these bottom ones, it's a little bit easier. You can just let it run around. It tends to play nice, so I'm taking advantage of that while we're down the bottom. Back up to speed again. This thing is just glued to the ground whenever you've got the power. 370 k's before braking hard for the hairpin. Easy. Very nice through there. This middle section is quite difficult when you're learning the circuit because it all kind of looks the same when you're going through here with unfamiliar eyes. So it's quite difficult to learn, but you kind of get the hang of it after a while. Luckily for me, I kind of know where I'm going, so kind of being the phrase to take away from that. There you go. Trying to carry some speed through there. The thing is, this thing can carry so much speed, but it's about confidence. You have to know exactly what you're doing with your inputs, otherwise you're going to end up missing something. Right-hander here, hairpin, very easy to spin out here if you're not careful. There you go, back on the power up the hill. This one is a very long left-hander, which I could take a bit quicker if I was feeling a bit braver, but I'm not because this thing is scary. Now for the fast section, say hello to the shed, say goodbye to the shed. There it goes. Cutting a little bit of the grass there. Now you can see the challenge in front of us, the mountain we are about to climb in our absolute weapon of a car. Fast sector through here. Now we want to brake just as we get around the corner. Come back in. I always forget this car has so much more capability in braking and handling than anything I've driven so far. So I'm actually Not driving it anywhere near the limit. So here's the first corner we might have to clutch kick for. Let's see. Yeah, little one just to get round there. You see the car wasn't going to quite make that, so I had to just get on the clutch very, very quickly. There you go. Fast left now. Second hairpin coming up. This will probably need me to slow down to a crawl and to kick on the way around, so clutch in. There you go. Doesn't look very, very fancy at all, but it gets us around the corner a lot quicker than having to reverse out again and go from there. It's very, very weird, I must say, braking with your right foot in a downforce-based car, but got to do that for the clutch. The thing that makes it difficult is that it's uphill as well. The front tyres just don't grip for some reason, so another hairpin coming up. Let's see if we can get around this one cleanly. There you go. It's all about being clean. You can see some tyre marks on the track there from someone else completely unrelated to me trying to get up here before. I have no idea what that guy's doing. That's a bit wide. Made it round though. Fantastic. Now this is actually going quite well so far. I know it doesn't look like it is, but this is about as fast as I can get up there. Now I've got to be careful here. It's very easy to over-rotate and end up going back down the mountain. And you go down about as fast as you come up when you go over the edge. So I'm going to try and avoid that just for the sake of my stomach and my nausea. We'll get my in first gear. There you go. Nice. It looks so clumsy, but I guarantee you it's the fastest way for me to get up. Didn't have to use it there. Nice. That's good. So that's actually really good. We've got past the difficult bits now, and now we can really focus on trying to get as much speed as we can at the top of the mountain here. This is the corners that this car likes the best. The problem is, a lot of it's blind, and my knowledge of the top of the course is quite a bit worse than it is at the bottom, because I don't usually get this far up the mountain on my runs. I usually crash a lot sooner than this, so I'm going to be a little bit cautious, and I might lose a bit of time, but it's better than going right down the bottom again. There you go. Very nice and easy through here. See, I have to get on the brakes early there to make sure you don't go flying over the edge. But the car is gripped to the ground. It feels like there's absolutely zero body roll. It's crazy. Another hairpin. This one's a bit more open though, so we can afford to roll through it and not use the clutch. Getting quite close to the end of the course now, and I'm starting to think maybe I can make it. Oh wow, I nearly went off there. Maybe I should shut up and not say anything like that at all and just do the track, Jimmy. Don't think you can do it until you've actually done it. There you go. Now we can see where we're going here, so we can really unleash the 1500 horsepower from this thing. 400 Ks I'm going to brake. I'm glad I did them, because I couldn't remember where I was going. I know this is a hairpin. We are very close to the end now. Do I need a clutch for this? A little bit, yes. Okay, cool, we're round. We are making fantastic time, by the way. We have 7 minutes 40 to beat. And I think we are on track to absolutely smash that at the moment. One last hairpin. Do I need to hit the clutch? No, I don't. Full throttle now. Easy round here. And it's across the line. And it's a 604 on the celebratory jump off the mountain and do a backflip. Oh, this does not feel very nice on my stomach. Thank God we had that reset us to the pit. We did a 604.334. That is 1 minute and 36 seconds faster than a Formula 1 car can get up there. And I was clutch kicking around the hairpins and genuinely taking it very easy. This thing will easily go underneath 6 minutes with someone better at the wheel. But my word, that was a lot of fun. But guys, I'm really interested to know what you can do around here. So I'll leave a link in the description below for the circuit and for the car. Let me know your times in the comments. And of course, as always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the bell icon and the subscribe button, because that way you'll be made aware of future videos like this and future streams. As always, a massive, massive thank you to my patrons and to my sponsors. You guys make these videos possible and keep the channel running, so thank you from the bottom of my heart, honestly. Take care, have an awesome day. See you all next time.